Marilyn Schatz from Salem, Oregon. My first RE/MAX convention. I'm excited to be here. Just was in Orlando for the CRS convention, so I am looking for more and more RE/MAX branding and from my fellow RE/MAX agents across the country. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Okay, I'll take the camera again. I mean the microphone. This is weird to try to talk to both places at once. Let's see if I can figure out a different way. How about if I, stand here and you turn to me? How about that? Okay, so I have gotten into a lot of the social media marketing, and it's all invaluable. It really is, but you gotta do it right for it to actually make you money, I think. Mm-hmm. And so I stepped back and I tried to figure out what I could do to really stand out and really make money for me. And what I came up with is I thought I needed to rethink my marketing strategy. So it's not like all these tactics, like they're all just tactics, but I figured I needed to do something more into thinking, how can I really reach the people that I want to reach and have them connect with me? Because one of the pet peeves that I have is we can have the best website out there and we can have the best everything out there, and with luck a client will see a house we're listing maybe, and maybe they'll call you, but very likely they'll just jump around and find it somewhere else or call their cousin, which is my pet peeve, you know, to sell them the house. And so I figured I really needed to get and connect with those clients. And what I decided was the first thing I wanted to do was to specialize. And I ended up specializing in my business, but that doesn't mean you have to just specialize your business. You can just specialize your marketing. So in my case, I chose the specializing on homes by school, and which is why the Right School, Right Home website came to life. And the reason why we did that was because that way what we could do is reach the person that is looking for homes by school and do all the marketing around it that has to reach those people. So what that has allowed me to do is get recognition and respect up front, so the people see the value. They see me as an expert. Nobody else is doing that. So okay, the same listing, save buyers, right? The same listing can be found everywhere, but then they feel compelled to talk to me or to one of the other homes by school specialists that are in my group. And that way the people feel like they connect and they say, oh, you know, I really want to work with this person because they really know their stuff, even though this house I could buy it through anybody, right? So that was one of the things I've learned, and it's starting to work pretty good. Hopefully we'll be even more successful. But what I wanted to also let you know is that it's not just about homes by school. This could work for anything. And talking to other agents and talking to other people, I have also found that it's actually okay for you to have a couple websites. So you could have a website just for buyers in a neighborhood, or just for buyers in a zip code. And you could have another website just for sellers of short sales. And so the idea is, what you could do is take those websites and focus the content, like write articles, write information that has to do for those people, and then have your listings. You can have all the listings, but then the people who come and find you will have already a relationship with you. And then when they're ready to buy, they won't jump around and find someone or call their cousin. They'll be like, oh, I'm going to talk to Mark because he obviously knows his stuff. And so that was my tip. And then of course use all the social media to reach your audience. But to me it was that idea of stepping back, specializing my marketing, and or your business if you find that one niche is really strong, and then go from there. Go ahead. Anybody else who wants to go?
One of the best things I've ever done, customers and clients, and it still works. I send out mailers every month, and there's a company that does this. All I have to do is provide the mailing list, write the check. So they do all of the work for that, and I brought for that. Also, I put any new prospect on there. I also put, when I sell a house, I put the other agent's client. If I had the listing and so someone has bought my listing, I put them on the list too. And I have gotten so much business from the other agent's client because 5 years from now, the other agent hasn't kept up with them. Have. And I've also gotten referrals from them, which I think is wonderful. Once I got a referral just after a couple of months that they were referring me rather than referring their agent.
I agree with Beth. We focus most of our time and energy on our past clients and our sphere, and we use the Ninja selling system to stay in touch with cards every week, phone calls, and then we use the social media to support that. And it allows us to be somewhat personal, although I'm pretty careful about what I put on my Facebook page or what I'm twittering about. But it does let them see me as a human being, and that has really helped. It gives us something to talk about when we make those monthly phone calls.
One of the things that we've added in the last 12 months or so is we use Top Producer, and they have a marketing they have a marketing snapshot. Is that what it's called? She does it for me. So and that will, all of our past clients will get basically a CMA every month. So every month they're getting an email through Top Producer, and it's actually a really slick system. And I know we've gotten some clients calling us off of that. They've referred some people, say, hey, I've got a friend, can you they want to be set up on this too, can you set us up on that? Another thing that we do, we have what we call our client results plan for marketing, and it's a whole list of, I don't know, over 75 things that we do for our sellers. But one of the things that we do that's a pretty simple thing, which was an easy way to get our price reductions, people will be calling us for it, is setting sellers up on basically a buyer search so that they can see when there's active and pending properties. So they'll be getting that on it's a live CMA, so they'll see a price reduction, they'll see it went pending, and a lot of times we'll get a client say, hey, that one sold, why did that one sell? So they'll call us for a price reduction. A very simple thing to do. So